In the bustling city of Everglade lived a man named John. He was an ordinary man with an ordinary job, living an ordinary life. Yet John often felt a gnawing emptiness, a question that haunted him every day. What is the value of my life? John worked as an accountant, spending his days buried in numbers and spreadsheets. Despite his diligent work, he felt invisible, like a cog in a massive machine. He longed for a sense of purpose, a sign that his existence mattered. One rainy evening, as John was walking home from work, he noticed an elderly man struggling with a heavy bag of groceries. Without hesitation, John rushed to help. The old man, whose name was Mr. Harris, smiled warmly and invited John in for a cup of tea as a thank you. Inside Mr. Harris's modest home, walls were adorned with photographs and mementos of a life well lived. John marveled at the stories behind each picture as Mr. Harris shared tales of his youth, his family, and his adventures. The old man's eyes sparkled with memories, each one a testament to a life full of meaning. Curious about his own life's value, John asked, "Mr. Harris, how do you know the value of your life?" Mr. Harris leaned back, his eyes thoughtful. "John, life's value isn't measured by grand achievements or wealth. It's measured by the moments we touch the lives of others, by the love and kindness we share. Let me tell you a story." Mr. Harris began. "Many years ago, I was a soldier in the war. One night, our camp was attacked, and in the chaos, I found a young boy, terrified and alone. I took him under my wing, protected him, and eventually reunited him with his family. Years later, I received a letter from that boy, now a successful doctor, thanking me for saving his life. He said he became a doctor to save others, inspired by my kindness." John listened, deeply moved. The old man's story resonated with him, sparking a realization. It wasn't about monumental actions, but about the small, often unnoticed acts of kindness that made a life valuable. Mr. Harris continued, "Every life has an impact, John. Sometimes we just don't see it, but it's there, in the smiles we bring, the help we offer, and the love we give. Your life's value is immense, even if you don't realize it." That night, John walked home with a lighter heart, Mr. Harris's words echoing in his mind. He began to see his life through a different lens, appreciating the small moments and the connections he made with others. A few weeks later, an unexpected opportunity arose. John's company organized a charity event to support a local orphanage. John volunteered to lead the project, pouring his heart into it. He coordinated donations, organized activities, and even set up a mentorship program for the children. The event was a resounding success. The children's laughter and the gratitude of the orphanage staff filled John with a profound sense of fulfillment. He realized that his efforts, though seemingly small, had made a significant difference in the lives of those children. One particular child, a shy girl named Lily, clung to John during the event. She reminded him of himself, searching for her place in the world. John took her under his wing, becoming her mentor and friend. He helped her with her studies, encouraged her dreams, and most importantly, made her feel valued. Years passed, and Lily grew into a confident, talented young woman. On the day of her high school graduation, she delivered a heartfelt speech, thanking John for believing in her and changing her life. As John listened, tears welled up in his eyes. At that moment, he understood the true value of his life. It wasn't in the numbers or the spreadsheets, but in the lives he had touched, the kindness he had shared, and the love he had given. John's journey taught him that every life has intrinsic value, woven through the connections we make and the impact we have on others. It's in the small, everyday actions that we find our true worth. He realized that his life was valuable, not because of grand achievements, but because of the love and kindness he had shared with the world. And so, John lived the rest of his life with a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that the true value of his life was measured by the hearts he had touched and the lives he had changed.